There is one mineral that over 80% of adults are dangerously low in, and most of them have no idea. They feel tired, anxious, their muscles cramp, their sleep is broken, and they blame stress, aging, or bad luck. But here is the truth. The missing piece might be sitting in your bathroom cabinet right now, and you are probably using the wrong version of it. Most people think they are doing everything right. They pop a magnesium pill every morning. They drink their green smoothies. They do their yoga. And yet, their body is still screaming for help. I'm Dr. Leonid Kim, and in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why most magnesium supplements fail, which form your body actually craves, and how to use it so your energy, sleep, muscles, and even your mood can transform. I have 6 key insights for you today. Stay with me, because insight number 4 is the one that changes everything for most people. Here is what most people don't realize. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. Not 30, not 50, over 300? That means almost every single system in your body, from your heartbeat to your brain waves, depends on this one mineral. And yet, studies show that roughly 50 to 80% of Americans do not get enough magnesium from their diet alone. That is not a small gap. That is a crisis hiding in plain sight. But here is the surprising part. Even if you are taking a magnesium supplement, there is a very good chance your body is not absorbing it. It is like pouring water into a bucket with a giant hole in the bottom. You think you are filling up, but nothing is staying inside. Why does this happen? It comes down to something called bioavailability. That is just a fancy word for how much of what you swallow actually makes it into your bloodstream and then into your cells, where the real work happens. Most people grab the cheapest magnesium oxide bottle off the shelf. It has a high elemental magnesium content on the label, so it looks impressive. But here is what the label does not tell you. Your body only absorbs about 4% of it. The rest? It passes straight through, and in many cases, it acts like a laxative. That is why some people take magnesium and end up running to the bathroom. Their body is rejecting it. So if you have been taking magnesium and wondering why you still feel exhausted, stiff, or wired at night, now you know. You are not deficient in magnesium. You are deficient in the right magnesium. Now, before I tell you the exact form I recommend, let me explain something that most doctors, even good ones, do not emphasize enough. Magnesium is not just one thing. It is a mineral that needs to be bound to another molecule to be stable in a supplement. That partner molecule determines everything: how well it absorbs, where it goes in your body, and what it actually helps with. Think of it like a delivery truck. The mineral is the cargo. The molecule it is attached to is the driver. A bad driver gets lost. A great driver delivers the package exactly where it needs to go. And this is where it gets interesting. There are many forms out there: magnesium oxide, magnesium citrate, magnesium glycinate, magnesium malate, magnesium threonate, the list goes on. Each has a different driver. Magnesium citrate, decent absorption, but it still pulls water into your intestines, so it can cause loose stools. Magnesium glycinate, much better for absorption and calming the nervous system. Good for anxiety and sleep. Magnesium threonate, excellent for brain health and crossing the blood-brain barrier. But the one I want to focus on today, the one that I have seen deliver the most dramatic, wide-ranging results for my patients, is magnesium chloride. Most people get this wrong. They hear chloride and think it sounds harsh, chemical, synthetic. But magnesium chloride is actually one of the most natural and ancient forms of magnesium on Earth. It is harvested from deep underground seabeds and ancient salt lakes. It is the same form found in the pristine waters of the Dead Sea. And here is the surprising part. Magnesium chloride is not just well absorbed when taken orally. It is exceptionally well absorbed through the skin. This changes everything, because when you apply magnesium chloride topically, as an oil or in a bath, your skin, the largest organ in your body, absorbs it directly into your bloodstream. You bypass the digestive system entirely. No stomach upset, no laxative effect. No broken absorption because of a leaky gut or poor digestion. Your body gets what it needs where it needs it without the middleman causing problems. Let me walk you through what happens once that magnesium actually gets inside your body. Because this is where the magic is, and I want you to understand it so clearly that you can explain it to your own family. First, inflammation. I tell my patients to picture inflammation as a small, smoldering fire inside your body. It is not always dramatic. You do not always feel it as pain. Sometimes it shows up as fatigue, brain fog, joint stiffness, or skin issues. But it is there, burning away your health day after day. Magnesium is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory minerals we know. It calms down inflammatory cytokines. Those are the chemical messengers that fan the flames. When magnesium levels are optimal, that internal fire starts to die down. Your joints feel looser. Your skin clears up. Your energy returns because your body is no longer wasting resources fighting that invisible war. Second, blood circulation. Magnesium acts as a natural vasodilator. That means it helps your blood vessels relax and widen. When your blood vessels are tight and constricted, often from stress, poor diet, or magnesium deficiency, your blood pressure rises, your heart works harder, and oxygen and nutrients struggle to reach your tissues. Imagine a garden hose with a kink in it. The water pressure builds up behind the kink, but barely a trickle comes out the other end. Magnesium unkinks that hose, blood flows freely, oxygen gets delivered, your hands and feet warm up, your brain gets sharper because it is finally getting the fuel it needs. Third, nerve pain signals. This one is fascinating. Your nerves communicate using electrical signals. Magnesium is what regulates the gates on your nerve cells, specifically something called NMDA receptors. When magnesium is low, those gates swing open too easily and your nerves start firing in overdrive. The result? Heightened pain sensitivity, muscle twitching, restless legs, anxiety, and even migraines. Think of magnesium as the bouncer at a nightclub. When it is present and strong, it keeps the party under control. When it is missing, chaos breaks out. People are screaming, pushing, overreacting to everything. That is your nervous system without enough magnesium. Fourth, muscle recovery. Every time you move, your muscles contract and relax using calcium and magnesium. Calcium contracts. Magnesium relaxes. It is a beautiful dance. But when magnesium is low, calcium dominates. Your muscles stay tight. They cramp. They spasm. They never fully recover after exercise. Most people reach for potassium when they get a cramp. But the real culprit, more often than not, is magnesium. And not just any magnesium, magnesium that actually reaches the muscle tissue. That is why athletes, physical therapists, and even Olympic trainers have started using magnesium chloride oil directly on sore muscles. It goes straight to the source. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Because most people think magnesium is just for cramps and sleep. But the benefits of the right magnesium, especially magnesium chloride, go much deeper. Did you know that magnesium is essential for your body to produce and use vitamin D? This is one of the most surprising facts I share with my patients. You can take all the vitamin D supplements in the world, but if your magnesium is low, your body cannot convert that vitamin D into its active form. It is like having a car with no engine. Beautiful on the outside, completely useless on the inside. And here is another statistic that shocked me when I first learned it. Low magnesium levels are associated with a significantly higher risk of depression and anxiety disorders. I am not saying magnesium cures depression. I am saying that a deficiency can make it worse, harder to treat, and more resistant to therapy. Your brain needs magnesium to produce serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter. It also needs magnesium to regulate cortisol, your primary stress hormone. When magnesium is low, cortisol stays elevated. You feel wired but tired, anxious but exhausted. Your sleep becomes shallow and your mood becomes fragile. This changes everything because it means that for many people, the answer to feeling better is not another prescription. It is correcting a foundational mineral imbalance that has been overlooked for years. Another surprising benefit? Bone health. Everyone talks about calcium for bones, but without magnesium, calcium cannot properly deposit into bone tissue. In fact, too much calcium with too little magnesium can lead to calcium deposits in your arteries and soft tissues, exactly where you do not want it. Magnesium is the director that tells calcium where to go. And one more, heart rhythm. Your heart is a muscle that beats roughly 100,000 times a day. Every single beat depends on electrical signals regulated by magnesium. Low magnesium is linked to arrhythmias, palpitations, and even more serious cardiac events. This is not theoretical. This is well documented in emergency medicine. Okay, so now you know the form. Magnesium chloride, and you know why it matters. Let me tell you exactly how to use it so you do not waste your time or money. Most people get this wrong. They buy a magnesium chloride supplement, take it once in the morning, and forget about it. Or they use a magnesium oil spray once and give up because it feels slightly tingly on the skin. Here's the right way. If you are using magnesium chloride oil, which is my top recommendation for people with digestive issues, muscle pain, or sleep problems, apply it to your skin in the evening, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Spray 10 to 20 sprays on areas where your skin is thin and blood vessels are close to the surface, your inner arms, your thighs, your stomach, or the tops of your feet. Gently rub it in. Let it absorb for at least 20 minutes before rinsing off if the residue bothers you. The slight tingling? That is normal. It usually fades after a week of regular use as your magnesium levels improve. If it is too strong, dilute the oil with a little water or apply it over a light moisturizer. If you prefer oral magnesium chloride, look for liquid or tablet forms that are specifically labeled as magnesium chloride hexahydrate. The typical dose for adults is 300 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium per day, but I always tell my patients to start lower, around 200 milligrams, and increase gradually. Your body will tell you if you are taking too much. Loose stools are the classic sign. If you enjoy baths, magnesium chloride flakes in a warm bath are incredible. Use 1 to 2 cups in a full tub, soak for 20 to 30 minutes, and let your skin absorb it while you relax. This is especially powerful for people with chronic pain, athletes, or anyone dealing with high stress. The warm water opens your pores, and the magnesium goes straight in. Timing matters. For sleep and relaxation, evening is best. For muscle recovery, apply or soak after exercise. For general maintenance, consistency matters more than perfect timing. Daily use is the key. Now let me clear up some myths and mistakes because this is where most people sabotage themselves. Myth number 1, all magnesium is the same. Absolutely not. We already covered this. Magnesium oxide is basically a laxative with a magnesium label. Magnesium chloride is a true cellular replenisher. Know the difference. Myth number 2, if I eat healthy, I do not need a supplement. I wish this were true. But modern soil is depleted. Studies have shown that the magnesium content in vegetables has dropped by 25 to 80% over the last century, depending on the crop. You would need to eat a mountain of spinach to get what your grandparents got from a small salad. So even a great diet often is not enough anymore. Myth number 3, more is better. No, your body can only absorb so much at once. Megadosing does not speed up results. It just wastes money and can cause digestive issues. Slow and steady wins this race. Mistake number 1, taking magnesium at the same time as calcium or iron supplements. These minerals compete for absorption. If you take them together, they block each other. Space them out by at least 2 hours. Mistake number 2, giving up too soon. Magnesium is not caffeine. It does not hit you in 20 minutes. It is a rebuilding mineral. Most people notice better sleep within a few days. Muscle relaxation and energy improvements often take 2 to 4 weeks of consistent use. Be patient. Your body is rebuilding from the inside out. Mistake number 3, ignoring the signs of deficiency. If you have muscle cramps, eyelid twitching, anxiety, constipation, migraines, or trouble sleeping, do not just accept these as normal. They are signals. Your body is talking to you. Listen, let me bring this all together for you. You started this video thinking about magnesium as just another supplement, maybe something for athletes or people with leg cramps. But now you see the truth. Magnesium is a foundational mineral that touches nearly every system in your body. And the form you choose, magnesium chloride, can be the difference between frustration and transformation. It calms the internal fire of inflammation. It opens your blood vessels like a kinked hose being straightened. It quiets overactive nerve signals. It helps your muscles recover, your heart beat steadily, your brain produce the chemistry of calm, and your bones stay strong. Most people will never know this. They will keep taking the wrong form, at the wrong time, in the wrong way, and wonder why nothing changes. But you are not most people. You are here. You stayed, and now you have the knowledge. If this video helped you, hit that like button. It tells YouTube that this information deserves to reach more people who are struggling with fatigue, pain, and sleepless nights, and who have no idea that the answer might be this simple. Subscribe and turn on notifications because I release videos like this every week, breaking down the health truths that actually matter in language that makes sense. Drop a comment below. Have you tried magnesium chloride? What form of magnesium are you using right now? I read every comment and I love hearing your stories. And if there is someone in your life who is tired all the time, achy, anxious, or just not feeling like themselves, share this video with them. You might be the person who finally gives them the answer they have been searching for. Your health is not a luxury. It is the foundation of everything you do, everything you feel, and everyone you love. Take care of it. Be consistent. Be curious. And never settle for good enough when great is within reach. I'm Dr. Leonid Kim. Take care of your health.